yo, welcome back to the channel, y'all. If you're new to the channel, man, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, give that bell icon a nice good old rub down. So, y'all, we are back. We back home, and we are pulling the motor out of the, well, we ain't pulling, we already done pulled the motor out of the ZX12, rest in pieces. So y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to do these mounts. So there's a particular way that you're supposed to mount the motor onto the frame, but you know me, I gotta be difficult. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, I'm actually about to measure out the distance, because I don't know if you guys remember, but when I told you guys I was going to change the cockpit by moving this back, by moving it back, we kind of got like a little narrow space to work with, but I don't think it's going to be too much of a bad thing. So what we got to do now is measure the distance from this mounting point to this mounting point, as well as that one. We got to triangulate that, and once we do that, we can actually figure out exactly where we can mount the motor on it here. The way we're going to do it is we're going to do a brace for the back. I want to try to brace that upwards in some type of way, or brace it down to the bottom basically. So we're going to mount it up, brace it down on the bottom, and then on the back we're going to basically do the anchors for that. So what I'm getting ready to do now is measure that out, trace that out on that steel, cut it out. We're going to get it tacked onto there, try to get the motor fit on there, and if we do and that works, we're going to go ahead and weld it, and it should be good to go. I finally had to basically go and make custom motor mounts. Now I'm going to basically run through this real quick because the battery on this GoPro is about to die, and unfortunately I've been having to jump around when it comes to actually putting things together because of this GoPro. So I'm going to be looking to basically get a couple more batteries and stuff. In the meantime, I just want to kind of show you what I did. So basically we needed a motor mount, so we did the back. And after we did that, we went and we actually had to make these brackets right here. Now these are kind of similar to the ones that they have for campaigner motors, and what I did was basically put a bung in right here and weld that into the frame. And then once I did that, I kind of measured this out and just did this whole entire this bracket that goes right here and goes right there. So now that we got that in, we're going to go ahead and mount, well, not mount, but just bolt those onto the frame, and then bolt it onto the motor and then bolt it onto the frame. Once we do that, you guys, we can go to take these blocks from the bottom of it, and I'm going to go ahead and put the wheels back on it and get this oil cleaned up, because Bat Mama is getting ready to kill me for having this oil on the ground. And then after we do that, you guys, we're going to go ahead and move to the smaller other things that we need to do. Eventually we're going to brace this, you guys, so we have to just do a few pieces, one piece right here, one piece right here, just to brace that out. Once we do that, then we're going to be looking at doing a brace for the back. I have to do for the back motor mount, and then we got to do a brace for the two control arms, and I think it was a brace for the front as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that done. Hopefully hopefully the GoPro will be charged up by then, so that way you can actually see it. But if not, just kind of letting you guys know what I'm going to be doing. So this is the plan. This is what we're doing now. What I'm gonna do right now, because we're waiting for a few things, I have to get some more welding gas, so I'm gonna go look and hopefully I can find some. I gotta clean this seat. There's sticky stuff on it. I gotta clean that. I have to wash these seats down. But anyways, so what am I doing? I am taking these little rods that I have right here, and I'm getting ready to make the linkage to the shifter, so you can kind of see what I'm getting ready to do. We have the shifter. It's going to come out to about right here, somewhere about right here, so I can take it and bring it back. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a rod in on the end of it and bolt. I'm gonna have to customize the shifter that we have. All right, you squares. So I was actually supposed to be in the house working right now, and you know what, I actually thought about it and I said, let's go ahead and fire her up. So I'm praying to God I don't die. So what I'm getting ready to do, you guys, I'm going to go ahead, do the oil change. While I'm doing the oil change, right now there's nothing on this. I need to go ahead and get everything back connected, back hooked up. We're going to go ahead and get this thing fired up. Hopefully it fires up and it stays on. I think it's going to be okay. I didn't do anything different other than just having it exposed to the elements for freaking how, I don't know, ever long. The Bat Cave will be delivered next week, so we're looking forward to that. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead, we're going to hook everything back up. We're going to get the wiring harness back hooked up, the gauge and the cluster and everything else like that. We'll probably leave the gauge. Well, no, you know what, I can take the gauge off. So we're going to take the gauge off. I'm going to take all of the controls off. We're going to shift it and just have it back here for right now, so that I can get it fired up, and hopefully I get everything connected right. I'm gonna use that radiator, hook that radiator back up. Hopefully, like I said, everything works out well. Oh crap, you know what, I need to go get some antifreeze. So I'm gonna go get some antifreeze. We're gonna put the antifreeze in there. We're gonna get everything fired up, and hopefully this thing stays on. And if it stays on, great. And then we can go ahead and move forward to the next step. I already just got the wires in today. I got a few other things that's coming in so that I can go ahead and do the wiring harness and bring that all the way back around. Unfortunately, we're looking to replace these seats, you guys. Now, I love these seats, but the issue that I have with these seats is that they sit up a little too high. And this issue right here. Now, these are dope seats, but unfortunately I jumped the gun when I got them, and I wasn't supposed to get them. They don't fit. So I'm looking at getting some classic bucket racing seats, and hopefully that'll work out. And if that does, I'll be able to sit a little bit lower. Still be able to adjust it, slide back and forth, but it'll be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more space inside with the smaller seat. So that's an option. So for right now, let's go ahead and get everything back connected for the motor, so that way we can go ahead and do this oil change. I got the oil filters already, got the oil. About to go ahead and just get this thing taken care of. Hopefully this thing fires up, you guys. Like I said, pray to God it don't blow up in my face and this whole project will be just a waste, and y'all just wear me on the t-shirt. But if not, then sweet. I'm scared. Shit. All right, here we go, y'all. It's on. 3, 2, 1. radiator fan runs, so that's great. We got the fluid in there. I'm a little worried because I didn't drain the fluid like they said you're supposed to, but the motorcycle's been sitting out for I don't know however long, so I think that's fine. I'm going to turn this on one more time just to test out this this rear brake, just see if this rear brake engage the way it's supposed to. I think I have to redo the front brakes. I'm not too sure. So this is for my handbrake. We're not worried about that right now. The only thing that we're going to just do right now is basically just the actual brake. I think it should be fine. It's nice and very stiff, so I think it should be good. So let's test that out and see what happens.